What's up, guys? It's Chadlantis, and I want to talk about a topic piece that a lot of people wouldn't really understand why I'm talking about it, because a lot of people don't have the perspective that I do as a streamer, and I never really had it until fairly recently in my life, obviously, because I started streaming about a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's kind of when I started doing this. I never really realized what kind of impact it would have socially until I was on the receiving end of it. What I'm basically talking about is whenever you are like friendly playing a match with your friends or a fellow competitor, you would just say like GG to them, like good game. It's a show of respect to like another person you're playing with specifically. A lot of people on computer games like League of Legends, when I would play that, at the end of a match, everybody says GG. Every single person says GG as they're trying to respect good game, regardless if you win or lose. So going into this new social atmosphere of being around streamers where people are like publicly displayed amongst the viewership at all times is a little bit different. And a lot of people don't realize that it's a little bit different and a little bit of a different perspective because they haven't been in that streamer's position where they're in front of a camera, where they're in front of dozens of people who are all watching them at all times, just trying to like see what they're doing and try to get entertainment from them, etc. Whenever you play against them, I play Destiny, so if you're playing against them in Destiny PvP and you lose to them, almost nobody ever goes into the chat room and says GG. Why? Because you're publicly displayed against across of everybody's gonna be seeing you, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, this person lost to this guy, you know, whatever. But because of that, because it takes a hit to the pride, basically nobody ever goes into their stream and says GG. They'll tell their friends, oh, I played against the streamer, oh, I did this, whatever, and they might lie and say, yeah, I beat them if they want to be a scumbag. But some people would just say, yeah, I played against this streamer. Nobody will ever really go into your chat room and say GG. It's very rare. I can think of one time in the past year that I've played somebody, they recognized me, and after I beat them, they came to my chat and said GG. One person in the past year has done that for me. However, every time somebody recognizes me and then beats me in a PvP match, guaranteed they will be in my chat room saying GG. Guaranteed. So why is that different? Chad, this is just a sign of respect. We've been doing this forever. You know, why are you like making such a big deal about it? Basically, why I don't like it is because you're using my chat room as a pedestal to boost your own pride and inflate your ego at the cost of my pride and ego, while wearing this mask, acting like you're a cool, respectable person. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to say that everybody is doing that on purpose, but subconsciously, at the very least, the vast majority of people doing so are doing it for that reason, myself included. Whenever I started playing video games and got involved with playing at streamers like that, every single time I would play against a streamer and I'd beat them, 100% of the time, I'd be in their chat room and I would say GG, because I like being a respectable person. I don't like offending people, and I don't like crossing people off, you know? I like trying to take the higher road, maintaining positive environments, and being respectable. So obviously, I'm never going to teabag them. I'm not going to go in their chat room and just trash talk them. A lot of people do that. I'm not going to be that person, ever, because that's just not who I am. But I saw GG as that respectful, hey, good game, man, GG, because that's what I used to do in like League of Legends and all other games all the time, especially on computers, when you can just type to your enemies real quick and then move on to the next game. Now that I have better perspective as a streamer, whenever somebody comes to my chat room when I beat them and say GG, all they're doing is showing respect and just showing a hype that they just be a streamer. I'm okay with that. That's super cool. And you know what? I'm happy I was able to play with you. And all I always say back is GG, because that's a respectful response. Once the loser initiates the GG, saying GG back to them is a respectful response. That's pretty much how it always goes. That's how I've always done it in video games, is that once the loser says GG, then I say GG. If I ever said GG first in video games, even in League of Legends, even in that little like 10-man private kind of lobby going on, if I said GG first as a winner, I always did that because I wanted to boast that I was the better player. And I never really realized that was the reason why I wanted to do it until I started like sitting back and just thinking about it. Because whenever a viewer or whoever would come to my chat and say GG to me after they beat me, I'd just be like, man, I hate that. I hate that. Because after I lose and stuff like that and lose matches, obviously the mood is always pretty negative when a loss occurs. That's just natural, and there's nothing really wrong with that. But as a streamer, I like to try and maintain a positive environment, and I've failed a lot in the past at doing so. Sometimes I'll get tilted. I'm human. I'll get emotional sometimes, you know. We're all like that. I've done a lot better job in the recent history of maintaining a positive environment even after losses, and I'm still improving. I still have a long way to go in that process. But with that said, it's already hard enough to maintain and control over your emotions and not get negative, not get moody, not get irrational, and just maintain a positive environment for your stream even after losses. A lot of streamers I respect, and they're way better than I am at doing that, and I wish I was that good, and someday I hope I can get that good, and I'm making as many improvements as I possibly can to become that good of a streamer, where after I lose a match, especially if it's a really important, like we didn't have Mercy and that was a Lighthouse game, you know, if there's like an important match, I've been doing a lot better. I'm got a long way to go. Like I said, I'm trying my best to still maintain a positive environment and just try to maintain being a good entertainer and try to help people laugh, you know, even if we lose. And that's difficult to do, especially when you're in the spotlight in front of dozens and for some streamers, hundreds and thousands of people. It's really, really hard to do when you're in that spotlight to maintain the positivity through tough losses. Is really difficult, and I'd say most people are even worse than I am at doing that. And I'd say that now because I've made improvements. Back in the past, I might have been worse than the average person at maintaining positivity through losses. I was pretty bad, and I still am sometimes, but I'm working on it. And it's just so freaking difficult to do that while trying to struggle and maintain that control, then that person comes in and says GG, just like rubbing your face and remind you that that happened. It sucks. It really sucks as a streamer, and it feels insulting. Like, I feel insulted. I feel as insulted when somebody comes in my chat and says GG after a game as I do when they teabag me. And not only do I feel as insulted when that happens, but I also kind of hate that person a little bit, because the teabagger is like really blatantly and not acting like they're doing anything other than just shamelessly boasting their own ego in the game. And if somebody comes in my chat and trash talks me, they're doing nothing but shamelessly boast their ego, and they're not acting like they're doing anything otherwise. Whereas if people go in the chat and say GG before I initiate the GG as a loser, they almost always are doing so because they want to boast their ego and inflate their pride and whatever, make themselves look better while trying to act like a respectable and like genuine person. And not a lot of people realize that that's what they're doing, which is a big reason why I'm providing this vlog and this discussion piece, is because I understand a lot of people don't recognize that that's what the impact is that they're doing, because I myself didn't realize that for a long time. It was only recently that I kind of like sat back and thought about it. Man, all I'm doing when I initiate the GG as a winner is I'm just trying to boast myself, flex my pecs, you know, and just be like, yeah, I got you, bud, suck it, you know, but I love you and I respect you while I was sucking it. Now I've realized that it's the bigger issue to me than it was ever before. And I want to just provide this vlog, this topical piece for this vlog, so a lot of you have a better perspective and understanding of that's how many streamers would probably feel, especially since the statistics show that by ratio, if a person loses to a streamer, they are probably never going to be in their chat room saying GG. However, if somebody wins against a streamer, they are almost always in the chat room saying GG. So like I said earlier, one time in the past year, I remember anybody losing to me and saying GG me in my chat room, but I don't remember a time somebody recognized me and then didn't show up in my chat room saying GG when they beat me. And that says something, doesn't it? So hopefully you enjoy this topic piece. Hopefully you get a better perspective and understanding of like a streamer's standpoint, especially a streamer who has dozens of viewers at all times kind of a deal. Hopefully you understand that perspective. So maybe you'll think about it moving forward, where instead of publicly saying GG after a win, if you are just genuinely happy and all that you actually play against a streamer and you want to show your signs of respect after a match, you can either just go in their community and just hang out like another community member and not just boast that you just beat them, or better yet, you can just whisper them on Twitter or whisper with them on Twitch. Sorry, you can message them directly on Twitter if they allow that, or you can send them like a PlayStation or Xbox One direct message that's like more of a private setting saying GG, it was a good game, man. That would be the best way of showing your respect towards a streamer after beating them without them initiating GGs to you first. Obviously, if they say GG to you first, if you kind of show up in the stream and be like, hey guys, how's it going, blah blah blah, you know, whatever, and not like acting like, oh yeah, I just beat this guy, you know. If you kind of show up and then the streamer says, hey, I recognize you, I just played you, GG, man, then obviously don't want to ignore them. You want to say GG back because that's respectful at that point. But initiating the GG when you're the winner almost all the time is a sign of disrespect, in my opinion. But that's it. That's the entirety of this topic piece. Again, hopefully this helped you understand, have a better understanding and better perspective. Obviously, if you disagree with me, I get it. I understand this is more of my own perspective, more so than anything, most likely. But when I discussed it on stream tonight, everybody in my chat room who was active in my chat room agreed with me that based on that further understanding, that perspective that they gained when I explained it, they realized that it would be seen as a disrespectful thing. And hopefully you understand as well. So if you come in my chat room, say GG after a win, I'll probably see you as a daddy. But if you go ahead and beat me in a PvP match and then send me like a Twitch whisper or like a PlayStation private message or something, awesome, man. I'd appreciate that respect. I'd much rather that than a teabag. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you can hit that like button if you did enjoy it. Be sure to subscribe for more daily vlogs and daily Let's Plays released every day at 2 p.m. for the vlogs, 6 p.m. Eastern for the Let's Plays. I love your faces. Thank you so much for being you. And thank you, as always, for watching.